I'm going to show you how an AI agent can pick its own brain. Instead of we selected the brain or the model, the AI agent will be able to pick up its own brain based on the required task. So here's the AI agent we have built using the OpenRouter chat model. The specialty of this AI agent is that it actually picks its own brain and then use that brain to respond to the user question. So let's do a demo first, then I'll break it down. Tell me some about... So the first model is analyzing the query, and then it decides based on the system message I said which model it needs to pick, and then passes that information to the next AI agent using that model to respond. So if you want to break it down, so let's have a look. So this is the chat message it received. Then this next is the model selector. It analyzes the information. It provided an output as GPT-4o. Then the GPT-4 gets output, which is used as an, if you can see here, this is an output as a GPT-4, which we use as an input to our agent, which is this input to our agent to respond to the user query. So in order to build that, what you need to do is, the way I built it, I built this part first. I haven't actually put a system message in here because this is a demo purpose, but for your use cases, you can put a system message, depends on what you wanted to get out of it. Normally, when you're selecting the OpenRouter chat model, it gives you an option, like a fixed one, it gives you an option which model to choose. But for our cases, the crucial is we go to the expression, and then when you go to the expression, we need to use the output from the previous model as an input, which is this. Just dynamically selecting that. One of the other things is you got to make sure that to build this, you use the standard process, starting with the chat message, using a chat trigger. Once you have the chat trigger, then you select an AI agent module. Once you look at the AI agent module, the crucial part is the system message. System message is pretty broad and very comprehensive. So it reads in this way: you're a lightweight model router AI. Your task is to select most suitable language model for given user query. You must choose a model that from the list below and output only the exact model ID, which is really important because that needs to match exactly what the model in OpenRouter with no extra text, explanation, or formatting. So here are the list of models it's available. You can add more models if you wanted to, but these are the model I use. So I have those one in here, and then I provide the guideline. For example, use OpenAI model for general reasoning, Q&A, structure output, use Claude model for long form of content, and so on. These guidelines are important, but again, you can customize this guideline to your need. And again, reiterating, the output must be only the model ID exactly as above. No code, no punctuation, no markdown, no comments, no extra lines. Once you have that, the output of that, it will provide an output, and output will be as input to this AI agent. So this AI agent is pretty simple. What I did is, instead of system message, I just simply had a URL helpful AI assistant, and user prompt is basically, hang on a sec, let me do a test. Tell me something about, when it comes in, you are a helpful AI assistant, and the user prompt is the question we have received, which is dynamically in this section. You can just simply click, drag and drop. So then the important part is this chat model. When it's come to the chat model, you select, let me quickly show you, use OpenRouter. You need to get your API key from the OpenRouter. You need to set up an account, set up your billing details, then you'll be able to get an API key. Once you get the API key, you just simply go and create a new credential and paste your API key and save. But we will not be doing it in this section because I already have that. As you can see, there's a model selection option, and there's a bunch of model available which you can choose from. It depends on the task, but we won't be able to choose every time user asks a question. If you know the type of question coming, you can choose a model, but if you don't know the question user will be asking this model, if you don't know the question the user will ask, or you don't know the type of the question user will ask, you wanted to utilize the dynamic selection process. What it means is that the first model will analyze the question, output as the model, which model we should be using to answer the question. So in order to do that, we need to go to the expression, and we need to dynamically reference the output of the first model. Click, come here you go, save, delete that. So now I'm like, hey, okay, let's ask a different question. What's 3 plus 7? DeepSeek is good at reasoning and mathematical problem. So as you can see from here, the model has selected DeepSeek. As you can see, the output is a DeepSeek. So then that gets as an input to this AI agent, which is in here, DeepSeek R1, and you use that to solve user question. The other one we can use, try to LinkedIn post about N810 AI agent. So you got the LinkedIn post. Here's the user query. The next step is that this model is outputted Claude. Remember, the Claude is good at writing content. That gets inputted into this AI agent, and then here's the output using the Claude model. So there you have it. What I'll do is I have created a free PDF downloadable for this video, which will have all the model listed out and outline what is best for some of the use cases and when to use this model. I also have the dynamic AI agent for you to download and import it into your N8N canvas so that you can play around. If this has helped, hit the like and subscribe for more on no code automation video. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.